My grandmother told me this story. She began by saying that one should not speak ill of the dead, but she had to admit that my dear, departed grandfather was quite a womanizer in his time. He had 3 wives, of which my grandmother was the oldest and so the most senior in the household. In those days, it was common for a wealthy man to have several wives, and several households. The wives often accepted such an agreement as normal. I have even heard about one tycoon who bought large houses for his families all in a neat row, with the most senior wife staying closet to him. Funny that, I would have expected him to keep the youngest wife nearest, but anyway. My grandmother told me, and I can repeat this safely now that my other 2 grandmothers are gone, that the middle grandma tried to poison off the other 2. My own grandmother, the eldest of the 3, survived of course, or else she wouldn't have been able to tell me the story, but the youngest grandmother was not so lucky. Nobody could point the finger at the middle grandma, however. She got away with the murder scot-free as there was no evidence and no one dared accuse her before my grandfather. But, my own grandmother told me, when my grandpa was on his deathbed, all was revealed to him. This is how the story went. Grandpa was very weak from some terminal disease and lying in bed, attended by the eldest and youngest wives. He had been clinging to life for 2 days and was very close to death, when he beckoned to my eldest grandmother and said, "Who is that?" "Who?" she asked him, looking around to see which of the relatives he meant. There were several of them in the room at the time. "That one," he said in a hoarse voice, weakly gesturing towards the youngest grandmother, who was pottering about getting something ready. "That one following her about everywhere. There is a dark figure, see just there right now, following her everywhere she goes, all dressed in black." "Who is it?" Before he died, my grandfather was told the whole story. He did not react, he must have been too weak. He died soon after. My eldest grandmother made it a point to take the other grandmother aside later and tell her everything. She told me, "You should have seen the look in her eyes when I told her what your grandfather had seen. I don't think she had a single peaceful night of sleep after that." Served her right.